Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And I will be testing out, well at least I'm going to be trying to testing out weapon accuracy. And in order to assist me, I have modified an Isanth. That is, I have ripped everything useful out of this Isanth. And I have plugged in, instead of anything useful, well, no, it is useful, I have popped in a tiny shield. It's what, 10,000, hold on. It's 10,000 capacity that recharges at like 7 a minute or something like that. I don't know, it's a pathetically slow recharge rate. But I wanted a target that was not going to fly around all like my schooners did. Sorry about that. But you know how the schooners just went all over the place. My other targets so far that I've spawned in for these turrets, and they couldn't track them. I wanted something that I could at least track for right now. So let's hop into this. And let's see. Oh, I don't have a range of motion for that. Oh, sad. Alright, so let's go down here. Whee. Whee. Alright. Come on. You know what? I could have hopped in using build mode, but that would have assumed I had some sort of intelligence. Alright, so let's grab our cannon computer, this one with where you're hitting it straight on. Alright, so now let's hop into here. Well, that's not going to actually do anything, is it? Let's admin mass spawn, add an Isanth target, ish target 0, ish target. Okay, I want it to be a pirate target. Yar. Now this might move a little, but it's not going to move very fast because it doesn't have thrusters. Where am I? So let's turn these turrets on. All right, so moving slow, it looks like that beam over there is hitting it. This last time we figured beams were having a hard time hitting. Or at least hitting moving targets. And these are hitting, so we know there's the accuracy of the turret itself is not to question. It's where the AI is aiming. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so now let's well, now I have a target, so that was my main point there. But I wanted also to try out missiles to see if they are how turrets use them, because I've never actually tried out missiles on a turret. Well, it seems like 100 years ago I did build one, but that was back 100 years ago before they cost anything. You just had to wait for them to recharge. So that was a while back. So let's go and boop. Let's get us a missile turret going. And let's grab one of these. Oh, let's do it this way. Yeah. Why? Why not? Alright, so now let's put this over here. There we go. Alright. Now we need some missiles. Now, the question is, my main question is, where does it get the missiles? Because we know that mass rail enhancers don't inherit from one level to the next. My assumption is that it is going to get its missiles from the mothership. But you have like a base of, what, 4 or something? 1. Right. It goes pew. It goes ah. And my missile's not recharging. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, do stations default or automatically recharge missiles? Huh. That is an interesting question. So I know a ship will. Okay. Let's see here. Weapons. Reloads. 0 out of... Okay. So it says I should have another missile loaded. Okay, so it does. It just Oh. It doesn't tell, it doesn't give me, you know, but mostly in a ship, when you fire, it does the little countdown, unless it doesn't doing the countdown because it's in the wrong slot. No? It gives you a countdown before the missile stock is reloaded. Huh, that's interesting. It doesn't do that in a turret. Cool. Alright, so now what I really want to know is where to put these missile capacity blocks. Where am I? Why am I over here? Jump. An object, so I don't want to jump an object. I want to jump. Oh, no, I'm in an object. Alright, so let's see. This is going to increase my missiles by 1. So we have 2 missiles on the station. We have 1 missile on the turret. Alright, so let's say, oh, that was a fluke. It was just, that's just 1 missile off. So let's hit here and let's deflukify it. Now there are no, well, there's 1 missile by default. See, and let's grab some of these missiles and let's give like 200 modules. That gives us 21 missiles. That should be sufficient for this test. I have 1 missile. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's gonna, I'm not gonna run out of them, am I? Alright, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's rip these out and let's do it so it's like 2 missiles. Let's go back to 2 missiles. That's 7 missiles. That's like a whole bunch more than 2. That's 4 missiles. 2.5 missiles will be fine. Because I know I can't shoot, I can shoot faster than that. So 1, 2, then it goes into reload. Okay, so yeah, it is drawing missile capacity from the mothership. Now my question is, isn't showing up as in the UI or any sort of graphical interface. What happens if we add missile capacity here to the base? Oh, it's waiting. So we want that to be 2. All right, there we go. It's still waiting. Because I added a block and it doesn't like it. Come on. Hurry up. Oh, good grief. Reload point 2. Okay. I need to hop out and get back in? Do I need to push? Is that gonna help? Okay, so we'll rip these out. My missiles aren't recycling now. Huh. Well, that's strange. Maybe if you stopped, there we go, now that recycled. Alright, so now let's rip these off. And put, let's see, I'll put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That gave us more than 1 missile. And now it's recharging, and that says it gives me 3. Huh. But it's not recharging, actually. But that's weird. Okay. It's 3. Now, I'm assuming what's supposed to happen is these missiles are turned off because I'm attached to a structure just the same way a shield or a reactor is. Oh. It has 0 capacity. The space station has 0 capacity? Huh. That's weird. Alright, so now let's hop into there. I have 1. Yep, it did. It turned off It turned these off, so I only have the base station capacity of missiles. Now, this has taken far too long to figure out because the UI is not showing properly. It's not saying, it's telling me I have 3 missiles. I do not. I have 3 missiles loaded onto this dock. Now it says I have 0 missiles loaded onto the dock because I have 0 out of 0 missiles. But I just shot 0 out of 0 missiles. That should be like a divide by 0 error. 1/0th. Anyway. So I shot 1 out of 0 missiles. And I'm acquiring more and more build blocks. Alright, having this stationary target's great. I could have used a station, but I wanted something more accurate in size to a fighter, which is what my lighter turrets, their primary purpose in life is to be anti-fighter. StarMade, I love you, but why is your AI so dumb? There you go. I commented about... Oh, no. They wanted to shoot on the other side of the... Anyway. So that's it. Oh, now how is Bobby AI going to handle this? We're going to get Bobby here. I'm assuming what Bobby is going to do is he's going to just fire all the missiles all the time. So let's give him a bunch of missiles to play with. Which is what, 20? 12? How fast can they shoot? That's also going to determine how many I need. So turrets on. And it's going to take it a while to reload, I believe, because yeah. Because if I could get it more missiles than the turret can shoot, that could work. Because my worry is running out of missiles for me, but when using a missile turret, but if I have enough capacity on the ship, that would work better, I think. Now, another question is, can you use a homing missile? There's a beam. Beam, beam, beam. Alright, so let's hop back off here and reload that. Looks like you can use a homing missile to me. Do you actually home? That's another question. Entity, there we go. And now let's mass spawn a ship, add a barge. This one's going to be moving, I know. This one I want to move. So I probably should have made another target with... Yep. It will fire. It will lock on. In fact, it locks on faster than I can lock on, it looks like. Now that piddly little missile and that tiny ship, the tiny ship is going to dodge most of the missiles. Oh, don't shoot me, dummy. But, oh, that is something I need to be careful about. Anyway, it will fire, homing missiles, which is great. In fact, it'll fire a bunch of homing missiles. Now I need to figure out how fast to make them, or how much capacity one of these can fire at. Because if I have more capacity than its fire rate, then I shouldn't have to worry about running out of missiles for it. Which is what, 13 seconds? 12.6 seconds reload. So I need more missiles than AI than I can, or than anybody can shoot in 13 seconds. And that should be good, as long as I have that many capacitors. What are those? Watchets. Capacity module, missile capacity modules per turret. That should be fine. It looks like that held its own pretty good. Huh. I like that. Yeah, he's well out of range now. Alright, so we've learned a few things. We've learned that that mess still doesn't work. And we've learned that turrets can actually use AI missiles. Of course they can. Well, yeah. That's something I've never proven on camera, though. I don't think I have. I don't usually use missile turrets. Anyway, it's something I've not proven on camera, and I have now. And also, there are weapons that you just straight up can't use. Like charge shots, or doom lasers. Well, it used not to be able to use doom lasers. I don't actually know if you can use a doom laser beam anymore. Anything that needed charging an AI couldn't use. Bombs, no, they can fire bombs. I proved that. Because we made that AI bomber. It wasn't very good, but we made it. All right. I really want to reset turret button here. Reset dock turrets button. So I don't have to go through here to say, I want all my turrets to face the right way again. Reset, there we go. Not that it matters, like, at all, but, you know. It matters to me. That's what's important. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will do you cats later.